Welcome to Tech Talk with Trevor Galbraith, a video podcast that features industry leaders and experts from the electronics manufacturing community. Recorded at major events around the world and from the studios of Global SMT TV. Now here is your host, Trevor Galbraith.
Welcome to SMTA Guadjalahara here in Mexico. We're delighted to be joined by the show president, Fernando Gazcon. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Thank you, Trevor.
So this must be a really exciting day for you.
It is a lot of work ongoing, but I'm always happy to see the event ongoing. You know, the opening and have all the visitors and the vendors inside, all the companies, the interactions. It's always something that fulfills your soul, right?
Absolutely. Well, you know, the event looks a lot bigger than it did even last year.
It is like double. We doubled the size, the floor size.
Really?
So now we have a little bit more than 100 companies exhibiting right now.
With bigger booths
but
as well.
they went to double or triple the sizes. So everybody is willing to invest in this expo. Yeah. It is the biggest event that we have in Mexico.
Yeah.
I would say probably one of the biggest in Latin America.
Right.
Just a few that I know down there in Brazil. Probably they have one big one as well. But yeah, this is the electronics hub for Mexico at this point.
For Mexico right now.
Yeah.
This is Silicon Valley. But obviously this has been driven by a lot of the reshoring or nearshoring, as we want to call it, of manufacturing to the Americas in general. What do you think is missing out of the supply chain here in Mexico in terms of companies that are needed to be able to have an autonomous supply chain?
Basically, we don't have, as you know, some materials that we use in this type of industry, like the PC boards, the semiconductors.
Yeah.
Those are not made in this side of the world, and still we don't have a supply chain stable here.
Right.
I know that there has been a lot of investments in the U.S., in Texas, and other states, but we're not going to see those effects until 5 years from now.
Right.
It's a good advance, of course. We'd love, in Mexico, we'd love to have those type of technologies, but unfortunately, we don't have the specialized workforce in Mexico at this point.
Right.
We have to develop it, and I think that's something that we as an industry and with the support of government should be addressing and should be working towards
with universities
that goal.
as well too.
Universities. Right now, in Mexico, there are only a few universities that offer related careers for SMT. Like they would have these electronics communications, engineering, or something like that. But it's not a specialized area or
like
field.
Assembly.
And that's something that in SMTA, some of the chapters have been very, very thoughtful and working towards it with the universities. They are developing these specializations in the careers, and that's something that we're trying to do. We need to start doing that as well for these other fields like semiconductors, if we want to have that type of industry or technology here.
Okay. So what about some of the big companies that are actually coming into Mexico and investing here? I think one of the most recent ones that was announced is, of course, Tesla.
Tesla has been a lot of the movement in the industry has been towards Tesla. We have in the electronics world. We had recently Foxconn came to Juarez, Pegatron, those two big names in Asia. Yeah. Expansions everywhere. We have the usual Sanmina, Electronics, Continental. Those have been growing. Jabil especially has been growing non-stop.
Right.
But most of them have projects related to Tesla or related to the automotive industry. So that's one. That's
absolutely amazing.
One that is pulling a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will have others. I think GM also announced the build-up of a company here, but still not many details about it.
Not many details, yeah.
But for sure, the nearshoring is affecting us Definitely. Actually, we have one of our biggest or the main conferences that we have in this event here in Guadalajara. We have the IPC director of Mexico, Lorena Villanueva.
Yeah.
She will be presenting in the last conference of Thursday. She will be presenting nearshoring in Mexico and what are the challenges that we as a country need to address in order to take advantage of this position.
That'll be interesting.
That's ongoing, and many people talk about it.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a lot that we need to be doing at this point. That we are not. A lot of. I know that for a fact our government has been supporting a lot. These new companies coming to the country, a lot of incentives related to taxes, etc. So that always helps.
Yeah, and there's also talk of some of the US CHIPS money coming down here, CHIPS Act money, to help some of the OSAP businesses and things like that. So I think it's going to filter down here for sure. So we're going to see, I'm sure, quite a few of these people or representatives from these companies you just mentioned coming to the show here over the next 2 days.
For sure.
What other features do you have at the show that they will be seeing, apart from just the exhibitors?
Well, we have a technical program prepared. It's 8 different conferences. 7 of them are the usual conference where they're presenting new technologies, the results of their recent investigations or research. But we also have a roundtable, that we will be talking about AI applied in. You know how AI is now. It's being used everywhere. And now they are using it in the AOIs, the automatic inspection, optical inspection machines. So we invited the main brands, or all the brands that have an equipment related to that type of application, and we will have representatives from all of them.
Excellent.
And we also invited as the how do you say moderators. We have moderators, two different people from San Mina and Jabil, who will be moderating them.
Excellent.
We will have a live. We are having live transmissions of the conferences for free in our YouTube channel of the SMTA, and you can do questions down there. If you're not able to come to the show, you can see them.
You can see it online.
They're going to be online and they're going to be recorded.
Excellent. So that's going to be on the SMTA YouTube channel.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Correct.
Well, it seems like you're going to have a busy week, and I really want to thank you for coming in and talking to us today, Luis.
Thanks to you, Trevor.
Yeah, and congratulations on a successful show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
My next guest today is Justin Worden. He's wearing a new hat. It's his first time down here in Mexico. Welcome, Justin.
Hey, Trevor. Thank you.
Okay. So you come down here. Basically, you've started a new position, which is VP of Sales and Marketing for Rocka Solutions. Congratulations. And tell us a little bit about what you think your role is going to be with Rocka.
Well, Trevor, first off, thank you for having me on. It's been a little bit of a whirlwind. I did start my new role here in Guadalajara at the SMTA show. So talk about throwing you to the wolves, right? I need to learn Spanish. That's the first thing.
That's going to be a job.
Yeah, of course. Going back to my freshman year of high school, taking Spanish in class. But no, it's been a great opportunity. I'm really excited about what the future has for Rocka Solutions. Obviously, they put a lot of faith in me by bringing me on as the VP of Sales and Marketing. The initial goal right now is all about expansion and growth.
Right.
So my immediate goal is going to be to expanding the brand and the sales opportunities into the USA and Canadian markets.
Okay.
But recently, Rocka's announced expansions into China, South America, and has really broadened that reach far outside of Mexico.
Right. Okay. So, and how are you planning to expand it within the US area? Are you planning to do? They're currently selling as a distributor. Are you planning to bring in a rep network?
Yeah, great point. So that's a little bit of a misconception about Rocka Solutions. They're not only a distributor in Mexico, but they are a manufacturer, and they do make a lot of their own parts that we'll discuss about the line card later on in the interview. But in the U.S., as you know, it's all about having a good sales team. And where Rocka has excelled in the other markets outside the U.S. is they have that internal sales team, and they're very, very good, and they're very, very knowledgeable. Yeah. And what I look forward to doing in the U.S. is really building that strong team of outside sales reps. So over the years in the industry, I've been able to develop a lot of great relationships with some of the top sales reps in the United States market and Canada, and I look forward to hopefully being able to work with them again with the new product line.
Great. So, I mean, as you mentioned at the top of the interview, you said it's all about growth and global growth. Rocka, I believe, is opened in a couple of other territories outside of Mexico. Can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, so recently we've seen a lot of success in the Chinese market, South America, Brazil, Argentina. They're expanding the team, and they're actually placing team members in those locations to not only speed up the manufacturing, but also the distribution. And that's also going to be a main point within the United States. Right now, so much of the challenges customers are facing with distribution and supply chain has to deal with getting things across the border. Yeah. So by growing in the United States, we can set up our warehouse and set distribution outside of the United States. Me physically being located in Texas provides a lot of opportunity to expedite that delivery process on all of our products.
Right, excellent. So I mean, Rocka is known for having a really strong line card. It makes its own stencil rolls, its own wipes, and router bits. What do you think makes it special?
You know, that's a great question. I think what attracted me to Rocka from the very start is the attention to detail and the family environment that they've created. So one thing, especially when you go through a job change, when you get a lot of different opportunities to look at, what I like to focus on is the foundation that's built within the company. And that is what attracted me to Rocka. They really built and put all the effort into starting the company from the ground up and putting all the time and resources into that. Right. So I really feel like I'm stepping into a position where we can attract new products, we can bring on new customers, and we can expand that line card above and beyond to create new forms of revenue for the company.
That's excellent. Okay. Well, Justin, we wish you every success in your new position, and I want to thank you for coming in and telling us about it today.
All right, Trevor, appreciate the opportunity. Okay. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Imagine the competitive advantages of producing high-mix and high-volume PCB assembly on a single SMT line, running non-stop, even during changeovers. It's available now from the only maker in the world providing mixed production SMT line solutions complete with full dual printing, SPI, pick and place, reflow, AOI and board handling machinery for different product dual lane processing in the smallest footprint possible. Make more PCB assemblies with less time, less space, less investment.